We were actually sitting at the fire hall, and we heard an explosion, or it actually sounded like thunder, but it sounded more than thunder, so we all walked outside. There was 3 of us sitting there. I was doing reports on the computer at the fire hall, and walked outside, and then I heard about 10 more explosions, and I said, oh, there's more than just thunder going on. So we happened to just get in my own personal truck, and I took a ride around the block, and as I was coming up East Ave, I could see a big orange glow in the sky, so I whipped around and came back up Barrett Drive. Couldn't get in the gate because it was locked up back here, but I did see a tanker truck involved, and you know, some machinery. I couldn't tell if there was a building around it or not because the smoke was so thick and it was black and it's just dark and you can't see anything except for the orange glow at that point. And that's when I called back to dispatch, and I just told them there was multiple explosions. Looks like multiple vehicles involved, possibly a tanker truck, and unknown if there was a building involved or not, because you couldn't see back here. I have not been back in this yard in a long time. So at that point I went back to my fire hall, dropped my 2 guys off. They grabbed an engine, and I came up to the other gate off of Reed Road, and that gate was locked. So we ended up having to use our truck to pull the gate down. And we got back in here, and luckily we got back in here when it did, because there's a tanker truck sitting right next to it with another 300 gallons of fuel besides the truck that burnt. It's got all the fuel in it, and a flat deck trailer with a piece of machinery on it that also burned. Explosions could have been everything from tires to the fuel tanks to the air chambers. There's a lot of pressurized units on these trucks, and this truck was last used on Friday, so it's very possible that everything still could have been pressurized on it as far as the air tanks go, you know, right down to the air conditioning unit on it.
Any indication or idea of cause at this point?
Not at this point. Looks like it may be electrical at this point, as you know, the truck has not been running in 4 days, so like I said, the last time it was run, it was used Friday.